up to the 30, the 20, 10, 5, Torrey Horton back to the end zone.
48-yard play. Guess who? Body up the middle, making another move to the outside. 15, 10, end zone again.
Keeps it. Nice move by Brown. He's got space. He's got 6. 35-yard touchdown for Byron Brown. A record-setting night for the South Florida quarterback.
Down so far, a little bit of a high snap. Genty right up the middle. Genty has room. Ashton Genty, give him 6.
Second and long. Lagar tries to fit it in. Runnels, it does. Runnels stays up. The Suns offense 4-3 wins. Incredible effort for Runnels.
The G5 Hive. All G5, all the time.
Welcome to the G5 Hive Live, and we are excited to bring you the G5 college football coverage that you love each and every week. I am Luke Probasco. I'm joined by my co-host, Justice, over here. Always get confused on my directions on the camera. If you are watching us on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you're watching us on X, please give us a follow, a like, a retweet. And if you're listening to us in podcast form, please rate and review. All right, well, let's move over to our midweek G5 games. We've got Troy at South Alabama tomorrow or tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll see who's starting quarterback at Troy. I like South Alabama in this one.
Yeah, I think regardless of who the starter is, South Alabama. The spread, South Alabama by 13.5, over under by 54.5. I don't know that I personally wouldn't bet this game just because of the quarterback situation. If you're going to bet it, I think you want to know who the quarterback is before you do anything. South Alabama is a bit more competent team with Goose Crowder at quarterback. I don't expect, regardless of who's, I'm sorry, Troy. Yes, Goose Crowder is a better offense when Goose Crowder is at quarterback for the Trojans. But I don't know that, whoever, it doesn't matter. I think South Alabama is going to win, but I think Goose Crowder could keep it closer if he's the starting quarterback.
All right. Kennesaw State at Middle Tennessee, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Give me Middle Tennessee in this one.
Middle Tennessee is favored by 9.5, over under 50.5. Kennesaw State, I don't think they all they've said. Well, they had a bye last week. They did say that Bryson Davis was not going to start this week, but they wouldn't say who was going to start. The Kennesaw State offense has not looked good at all. But we've seen other teams kind of take that bye week and get things figured out. Whether they can or not remains to be seen. But yeah, I think Middle Tennessee is going to beat the Owls.
All right. Louisiana Tech at New Mexico State, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Give me Louisiana Tech in this one. Don't feel great about it, but give me Louisiana Tech.
Louisiana Tech favored by 11, over under 50.5. I'm kind of excited to see Evan Bullock. He had an amazing week last week for the Bulldogs. He looked like 300 yards, 5 touchdowns, I believe. He's a redshirt freshman, but kind of excited to see if he can kind of take control of this Louisiana Tech offense and be what they need at quarterback.
Florida International at UTEP, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Give me Florida International. Give me the Fighting Pitbulls.
Yeah, they've certainly had the offense rolling with Keon Jenkins, Dean Patterson, Eric Rivers. UTEP, I mean, I don't think they're terrible, but the talent-wise, they're not up to snuff yet. I do think that they will get there under Scotty Walden. FIU is favored by 7, over under a 48.5. I don't know, that seems like a big spread for me. I think the game's going to be closer than that, but I do think Florida National wins.
All right, Georgia State at Marshall, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. I think so. You don't have any of this stuff written down, but at least on our show sheet here. But I think the books are going to have Marshall favored. Give me Georgia State in this one. I like Georgia State.
They do. They have Marshall favored by 9. Over under is 51.5. I got to watch Georgia State play this week. They played Old Dominion, and I was not impressed with the offensive play of Christian Veer. Almost every single ball he threw was an overthrow, and not even like close. It was like 10 yards deep almost every single time. If Old Dominion had someone playing deep, they would have had like 6 interceptions in the game. And then the one touchdown he threw to Ted Hurst. Ted Hurst had to climb the ladder and go get it. So he even got Christian Veer got yanked at one point. They put Zach Gibson in. Zach Gibson did lead them to a touchdown drive, but then they did an onside kick, got the onside kick, and then Zach Gibson got sacked and fumbled. Old Dominion recovered, and that was the end of the game. So yeah, I mean, if Georgia State's going to win, Christian Veer's got to be more accurate. He did not look good at all against Old Dominion on Saturday. Marshall's got Mike Green. Mike Green has been on an absolute tear in terms of quarterback pressure and sacking the quarterback. It'd be interesting to kind of see how Marshall reacts to blowing that huge lead against Georgia Southern, with just a few minutes left.
Quarterbacks for Marshall in that game.
Yeah,
started, and then Braxton. Why am I blanking? Braxton
Braxton
came in, and he played. So, trying to figure out what they're doing there. Overall, I like Marshall's team. I just feel like there's 2 teams trying to figure out what's going on. Georgia State, I feel like, because they knocked off Vandy, right? So,
yep.
I don't know. I just feel like if you mess around with your food too much, it might not turn out well. So I like Georgia State. It's probably my upset of the week. Then we got Fresno State at Nevada Friday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Fresno State probably going to be without Malik Sherrod. I like Fresno State in this one. I think the books probably like Fresno State, but I think whatever, if is it 2.5? What's it?
It is. It's Fresno by 2.5.
Okay. I like Nevada. Nevada's moving the ball pretty well. They're throwing the ball well. Defense is playing well. Nevada's another team that's probably playing better than I thought that they would this year. And big is the quarterback play by Lewis.
Yeah, absolutely. Nevada's played really well, and it wouldn't shock me if Nevada wins this game outright. Fresno State has not looked great. The over-under is 51.5. I do expect it to be a tight game and an entertaining game on a Friday night.
Man, I'm other than that one game, that twist you threw at me, coming in on over-unders and spreads, I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, that New Mexico Utah State over-under of 78.5, man, that's absolutely nuts. That's must-watch TV if you want to see some touchdowns and offensive fireworks for sure.
So that is going to do it for us this week. We've got come back and join us next week as we discuss what happened in Week 8, as well as look forward to Week 9 of the 2024 season, as well as bring you up to date on all the latest news and happenings in the world of G5 college football. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're watching us on X, please give us a retweet, a like, and a follow. And if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please subscribe. Leave those 5-star rating and reviews. Thank you all for your support. And until the next time, we are the G5 Hive.